speaking of just moving in, we had a leak dripping out of the ceiling right here a couple nights ago, and I could not believe it. I'm in there taking a bath and had the jacuzzi things on the existing bathtub, and she's yelling at me, "Hey, come down here, we got a flood, we got water coming all over the place." And I was expecting all this stuff, but it was dripping right out of here. Right there, you can see there's a little hairline crack there. Here's a little hairline crack. And right there, this was all puffed up. The seam here kind of started lifting right there, and it started bubbling here. And the water was dripping out of there. Splashing here, was getting wet over here. And I'm pretty sure it was coming from the tub. But you know, the tub is nowhere close to here. And I'll just show you what's going on here. Well, I'm gonna have to fix it. I'm not quite sure. I kind of have a good idea of how I'm gonna fix it, but it might entail cutting open some sheetrock and stuff. And see, here's the tub. This is a cool tub too, by the way. It's an oversized tub. It's about 5 feet. Most tubs are about 5 feet long. This one happens to be almost 6 feet. It's 5 feet 10 inches from tile to tile. 5 foot 10 inches, and it can fit both Mommy and I. She sits one way, I sit the other way. We turn the jets on, and we had this thing fired up for 5 or 6 nights before it started dripping. And when I was running the drain, she was out there yelling. And I think what's happened is there's a leak down by the drain, along the edge, or the fitting that this screws into, or the elbow down below. It must be spraying on top of the ceiling, or a top plate, or the bottom of the floor joist, and there could be a floor joist that runs this way. And over 5 or 6 bathtubs, you remember, here's the bathtub, and here's the stairs that go down over there, boom, 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 and it's dripping right in here. Drip, 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 drip. Because see, here's where the stairs go down, okay? Right in there, dripping from the tub. Can you believe that? And you know, when we have the water off, there's nothing happening. It's not dripping any other time. When we have the sinks on, when we flush the toilet, nothing drips. When I'm draining that thing, it seemed like that's when it was dripping. And so I think the first night maybe it was dripping and it got wet to here. Then the next night, because that was wet, it got wet a little bit further, and then a little bit further. It took 4 or 5 nights for it to start dripping out here, kind of like a sponge. You know, when a sponge gets wet, it just kind of soaks and it expands, kind of like particle board. When you get a leak on particle board, it goes so far, and then the next time it goes a little bit further and a little bit further. And I think that's what's happened. Now I can take this front cover off. This is just fiberglass. See this? But I can't reach down there, and I don't think I can fix it from there. And directly below that bathroom is, we'll take you down here, is the other bathroom. And this, by the way, I thought I was going to have to scrape all this off and cut a hole in here and all that kind of stuff. But I think I can do everything back in here, back in behind the bathroom. Just because you get a leak, don't just start thinking you have to cut this open right here. And speaking of that, this was all puckered and stuff. And after most of the water stopped dripping, I took a paper towel, damped this as dry as I could. And then I pushed everything back up, and then I dried it with my paper towel and kept putting pressure on there and stuff. And believe it or not, all the paint that curled down and the sheetrock mud and all that kind of stuff pushed all back up there. And I thought, okay, when it dries, I think it's going to stick. You should have seen this when it was all wet and puckered. Had I have left it alone and it had it dried, there's no way I could have pushed it all back up there. It doesn't even look like anything happened. In fact, I could almost put a little bit of caulking here, a little bit there, a little bit there, if that never leaks there again. And I don't think it's going to. And I think, cause see here, you remember from there, boom, 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 the tub spout is right over there where the drain is. And I don't think I have to cut a hole in the sheetrock ceiling here in the kitchen. I think I can come up in here, and I was thinking, oh, okay, well, worst case scenario, if I have to cut a hole in the sheetrock ceiling, okay, I can do that. But see, there's an exhaust fan up in here, and lots of times you can take the guts out of a ceiling exhaust fan, and this ceiling exhaust fan might be screwed in or nailed or something. I might be able to carefully take the screws out or nails out or something, lift that whole thing up, slide it out of the way. Obviously it's got the flex vent line hooked to that. I got to be careful with that. Okay, then I can use this as my inspection hole. I can shine a flashlight up there, poke my head up in there or something. I think I can get my head up in there. It's going to be tight, and I might be able to shine a light and look up there and make a determination what I think I need to do before I start cutting holes. Okay, and that's going to be a work in progress. I'll show you more of that another time when I start working on it. But like I say, just because it was dripping over here, don't think, okay, call a plumber, call somebody else. They could start cutting holes out here, and then you can find out, hey, maybe it's coming from over here. So sit and calm down and take note of what everything is happening and inspect and think about what's going on. Because if I can fix it over here, I won't have to do anything. It took 5 days draining out the tub for the water to hit over here. Now we haven't used the tub for a couple days. This will all start drying out above the sheetrock. You want to have that dry. You don't want to have that moist and all that kind of stuff. And I think it's going to be okay to leave this alone because it was just dripping out of there. It wasn't like pouring out, you know what I mean? And so it should have enough time for all that to dry without having mold start building up there and growing and all that kind of stuff. I think the water is going to dry enough so that there won't be any mold buildup. Okay, and once I get an inspection hole here, I can look in here, kind of feel around, and look and see if there's any mold that's built up above this ceiling or what have you. Now see, this ceiling is 8-foot ceiling. This is a 9-foot ceiling, and so I know when I take that out, the tub is up another foot higher than this ceiling because it was dripping out over here, right? And so, you know, the floor joists are probably, you know, TGI floor joists 12 inches tall or something like that. So the tub is up there higher, but then the spout or the drain line comes down a little bit lower, you know, where it connects down into the line in the floor and all that kind of stuff. And that's why I think there's got to be a floor joist or something going this way, or it could be dripping right on top of the wall. Because when I measured it and lined this up, see that wall right there? See, that's the wall. Look at that, how that wall goes up there. And if you line that up straight over, it's almost in line with that tip there. And water has a funny thing. It goes to the least resistant area. Okay, so if there was a sheetrock seam somewhere else, it would have started coming out. But this is probably all big piece of sheetrock going all the way across, and the water could have dripped on top of this top plate of this wall, okay? And then it could have ran on top of that plate, and then at that point, it dipped down on top of this sheetrock. It hasn't come out anywhere because this is just a flat piece of sheetrock. There's no seam on it or anything. If there was a cross seam right in here, I would have seen the ceiling start puckering there or something. So the water is traveling and it's tried to come out, and it came right out from there because that's where the corner bead is from this angle, and it just started dripping there. And then this, like I say, this started lifting, and in fact, you can see a hairline crack there now. See it? Right along there. That's where it started dripping here, and then you could see the water traveling that way.